This mod review is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. We have for ourselves today in this mod review a sort of Christmas present from Modding Welt and BernieSCS. Over at moddingwelt.com, you'll find a placeable yard mod pack. Basically, it is pretty much any building under the sun that you could imagine needing to build out your farm. So to do this, I'm over here on a map. I forget the name. Probably would butcher it anyway, but I did a mod review of it just the other day. It is a pair of maps. This particular map is the one that has nothing in the farmyard. As you can see, we are starting from a blank slate. I'll have a link to the video of this map review also in the description if you're interested in trying to not replicate what I do, because I'm sure you're going to have a lot better vision in plopping down these buildings than I'm going to be able to accomplish here. But before we start, let me read a bit of the description over at Modding Welt for this particular mod. It says, "Hello everybody, a little Christmas present from the modding world. With our placeable yard, you can put together a complete yard on your map." In fact, let me go ahead and let me bring this up and pull this over for you guys. You can see it right here. So over at moddingwelt.com, okay, you've got the MW placeable yard. This is version 1.1. Okay. With our placeable yard, you can put together a complete yard on your map. During construction, we make it very important that almost all buildings can be placed inside each other. Attention, this can sometimes be quite tricky and requires practice. It's best to test this before you start a game or place or buildings. Okay, so basically, definitely practice the save before you start. Turn off autosave and back up the save game before you go in here and start doing these things, because it's pretty darn easy to mess up. Because sadly, we just don't quite have the fidelity when we put these buildings down that we do when we try to do these things with the Giants editor proper. So he did turn off leveling, so none of these buildings level. But with the landscaping mod, or landscaping, not really mod, but the landscaping function in the most recent version, it's not that big of a deal because you can come in later and basically bring the ground up to the buildings if you need to. We also do not place grass. All right, so you'll need to basically plant grass in areas that maybe it gets rid of the grass. It says the farmhouse can be extended. The buildings marked green in the store are intended for this purpose. You can first farm. Okay, this is going to be a little hard to translate here because this is clearly a translation. You can first farmhouse, then behind the shelter with farm silo, and the extension to an L. Okay, that makes no sense. But I'll show you in the store, and I don't know if I'm going to even be able to figure it out myself. But if we look at the images here, you'll see basically what we could build out. Everything you see here is part of the pack, including the fence, bushes, the trees, pretty much everything. Okay, and this is where it's been extended. Okay, there's no building that's an L shape, but there is a partial building. But in my testing, I've yet to successfully place this thing without it being completely callywonkus. So without further ado, let's jump over here to the game and take a look at it in the store. So if we go to the store and we go to placeables, there's basically something in every section. Okay, let's start here in the animal pens. And of course, we've got our standard Giants enclosures. And now we have part of this pack. So here we've got a cow enclosure that does 50 cattle. Let's take a look at that. Okay, now, one thing I did notice with this particular, the animal enclosures, and a few of the other buildings in this pack, is they rotate only at 90 degrees, okay? Which is perfectly fine if one of these orientations works for you. But if it doesn't, well then, you know, you might not really be happy with how it all works. Let's rotate the map around. Let's take a look. There's nothing on that side, so let's flip it around this way. Okay. Rotate it. And let's put it... Oh, let's put this one right here. Okay. Now we have the bigger one, okay, that holds 200. Okay, so this one only held 50. This one holds 200. Let's take a look at that one. That one is definitely bigger. Let's go over here, actually. I bought this plot over here also. Let's position this one right here. Okay, we're going to look at that one here in a little bit. Now we have the chicken pen. Okay, it holds 100 chickens. Let's go back over here. And okay, here's our farm. Okay, let's put the chicken pen. Oh, let's see here. Now this one we can rotate. Good 360 degrees. Okay, so let's put that down right here. And then we have a pig pen, okay, that holds 150 pigs. Let's put that. That is also one that rotates 90 degrees. Put that one right here. Okay. Now we have this one, interesting enough, is a cow pasture with no buildings. Okay. And it holds 200. Just like this one here that has the building, except this one is just a cow pasture. Let's go back over here and put that one down over here. Just oh, let's see here. Let's put it right. Let's put it right here, just for fun. Oops. Here we are. And then the last one is a horse stall that holds 8 horses. So let's run back over here. And this one also rotates a full 360 degrees. Is the water, there's triggers there. Alright, let's put that then. Right here. Okay? Now, let's take a look at Miscellaneous. We've got ourselves a farm garage. Okay, $5,000. Let's put the garage... Let's see here. Let's put the garage right here. Okay, and then we've got a workstation or garage trigger, basically. We can put that... Let's put that right here in front of it. Okay. I am also using the Place Anywhere mod. We've got a water tank. Okay, so this is a water trigger. Let's take this and let's put this over here because we know our animals are going to need water. And, oh look, we got a river right here. So it wouldn't be too unrealistic to maybe put this over here by that. So let's put that there. We've got a floodlight. So let's put it right here, kind of to light up the this particular area. And we might want to put one over here also to light up the workshop. No. Yeah, that's good enough. We'll just put one down. Now we have also got these are buy triggers for fertilizer, pig food, and seeds. Okay, so these are purchase silos. These are not storage silos. Put this fertilizer. Let's separate them out a little bit so we won't have conflicts with the triggers. And we have seed. Okay. Now let's take a look at silos. We've got a small farm silo, 200,000 liters. Okay. Let's take a look at that. And let's put it back over here. Let's put this one over here. Okay. Put that one there. We've got, while we're here, we got a silo extension. Okay. So we can just put a couple extensions down. This. Okay. We've got a silage bunker. So we've got a couple cow pens over here, so we can put some silage bunkers in. Now this one also only rotates every 90 degrees. We could put 1, 2, 3. All right. Now the other one was a purchase silo. This is a seed storage silo. So let's put that one over here. Okay. And let's put her down right there. Now we have a big silo. So the little one held 200,000 liters. The silo extension holds 100,000 liters each. And this one holds 500,000 liters. Okay, so let's put this one over here. And oh gosh, let's put it over here. Okay. So I'll put that down right there. And we've got a hayloft, finally. And the hayloft holds straw and hay. So let's put the hayloft. Let's see here. Where's the in? All right, the in is right there, and the out is inside the building. So let's put our hayloft. Let's put her right here. Okay. There we've got our hayloft. Now, let's go to decoration. Okay. And we've got a fair bit of decoration, but we're going to wait. We're going to wait. Let's go over here to farmhouses. And we've got a farmhouse. Okay. Now, remember, over here, it said, what did it say? It said something, the farmhouse can be extended. Buildings marked green in the store are intended for this purpose. Okay. can first farmhouse, then behind the shelter with the farm silo, and an extension to a L expand. Okay, so the farmhouse is marked green. Okay, let's take a look at the farmhouse. And let's put the farmhouse like right here. Okay, now we can rotate the farmhouse a full 360. I mean, the farmhouse has got windows on on 3 sides except for that side there. Let's see, which is the front door? All right, that's the front door there. Let's put the farmhouse right here. Okay. Now let's go look at sheds. Okay. So we've got our 3 default sheds, and then we've got several sheds in this pack. We've got shelter 1. Okay. Now, you notice, now let's look here. Okay, here is a silo. It's green. And then we have this one here that is also green. Okay. This is where I failed to get these right. Right? And I'm going to completely screw it up probably when I show you this. But maybe you guys will be able to figure it out. So let's put, this is shed 1. Put it down right here. Okay, now we have shelter number 2. And let's see here. Shelter 2 has got a tank on the back, a door on the back, and 2 doors on the front. Let's put it. Oh, let's see. Let's put it. Right. Okay. Now we've got shelter number 3. First, I want to get the F1 menu up. Let's get the F1 menu. Okay. Because I want to do this snap to grid thing. So shelter 3 is just a kind of a drive-through open shelter. Okay. And I thought, well, what if we put it here? You kind of put it here on the side of the main house. Yeah, that looks kind of dumb. You put it over here. Kind of put it over here by the garage. The roofs don't quite match up. Let's just stick it over here. You can store things underneath it. Yeah, I just realized there isn't a sheep placeable. All right, now we have, this is like a silo. Okay, shelter. Holds, you can see 100,000 liters, and it holds our standard crops, including sugarcane. That's interesting. Let's look here. Let's see if we can't figure this thing out. Okay. Got to build it. We got a door there. We got a door there. So let's put this one here. And let's hit C, snap to grid. We snap to grid, because maybe that's going to help us, okay? Now we've got a shelter, but it's got like bunkers in it, but this is for like dumping root crops or hay, straw, or grass. Okay. I'm not going to put it there because I'm going to try to put a shed there, right? Let's put this one over here. And since I guess since it has tip collisions, all right, it's only rotating at 90 degrees. Let's stick this one over here. All right. Now we've got another shelter. Got a bunch of buildings, doors, the front, and just windows all around. Let's see. Let's just put that one there. And then we've got another shelter, shelter 5. Let's put this shelter over here somewhere. Okay. Shelter 6. Lots of buildings in this pack, isn't there, guys? Shelter 6. And then this is the final building, okay? This basically is supposed to somehow join up with this. Okay? Problem is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to basically position this quite right. Okay? Because we rotate this around, okay? The only place this looks like it would work is right here. Okay? This is the only spot that it looks like it would work. Okay, but this is where I get to we don't quite have the fidelity to really match this up, in my opinion, super accurately. Maybe if I got in the building somehow. I've also got tip collision in. No camera tip collision. All right, but see if I put that like right, I gotta be careful. I don't want to go too far in. Right? We're just gonna do our best. We're gonna try to do it there and see what that looks like. All right, we've got ourselves a farm. So let's take a look around and just see what we've managed to build out here. Got our farm silo here. Okay. Here is our grain dump. Oh, I forgot to put down our decoration. Sorry about that, guys. Decoration. So we've got some bushes we can put down. Could line our put those bushes down. We could put a couple trees. Okay. And then we've got another set of trees. Let's put a couple set of trees over here. All right. And we've got now this is where I think if we had a lot greater fidelity with putting these placeables down, we would be a lot better. You can put a fence in. Okay, but what's hard is getting this fence lined up, in my opinion, is kind of difficult. Okay? Because when we rotate this thing doesn't stay in one place. It kind of rotates on its own axis versus the camera. Okay, so I'm going to try to put that in good. Okay. And let's spin this. Spin that. Oh, let's back up. So I'm going to try again. I'm not going to do this a whole bunch just to parade the point, but you can see, put down a placeable fence. We can try our best. Okay. And then we've got a fence post. Okay. Because you'll notice, oops, come back here. You'll notice this edge of this end of the fence doesn't have a post. Okay. So we need the fence post here to complete our fence. Right. Go. Now we've got some small bushes. You can put down here. Yeah, wherever we want. We've got I have a hedge. Put that there. Line. Go this one here. Okay. We've got like a little flower bed we can put down. Okay. And then we've got some other little shrubberies. Okay. Got a nice little birdhouse we can put down. And we've got the functional pallet. Either a pallet rack or like for front loader attachments or whatever. Stick that right here. Okay. And that's it. All right. So now let's really look at what we've built out here. So we've got our silo here. And the silo's got some animations to it. So we've got to come up here on the steps and flip the switch. And when we flip the switch, you'll see the silo out rotates around. And this is where you're going to get your grain out. Remember, we put this building down. It's got 3 bunkers, but these are not silage bunkers. You'll see that we don't get a compaction trigger. These are just with tip collisions. Got our birdhouse we put down. Of course, we wouldn't have grass here. We would probably come through here with a landscaping tool and get rid of this grass. That was just me, just putting this down without going into a whole lot of extra effort. We've got the hedgerows that we put in. The bushes. Now here's our placeable fence. I don't think I did too terrible bad of a job. Oh, there's where the. I think I did too terrible bad a job piecing that together. Actually, it's fairly. Oh, there's a little crooked. That's not quite right. Got these other bushes down here. And we've got our trees we put down. These bushes here. Remember, these are the buy silos for seed, pig food, and fertilizer. Down here, oops, didn't put anything further down there. Let's run back up here. Let's check out our farmhouse. So here we've got our farmhouse. And we can go inside. You get the sleep trigger. We have the F1 menu up. And we've got the EU kitchen. Now, when I was testing this out, I kind of got stuck. Here at the at the door. Kind of got to jump to get out of it. Okay, so here is our hayloft. Got our in. And then this is where we get our hay and straw out. Here we have the farm silo building. And we also have another animation here. Flip the switch. Now we can dump. And now it's closed. And that is where the grain comes out. So, this is the building that I put together. Alright. You can see it doesn't quite line up right. So, I honestly do not know where and how you're supposed to match these buildings up. I mean, I tried pretty darn good, and I still didn't do it. I mean, it's the idea of basically piecing the building together in practice doesn't work out so well. At least when I've been doing it. In theory, it's a pretty cool idea, but again, you don't have the great fidelity in game of basically that you would with the editor to really get an idea of where to put something down. Okay, rotate it around, look around it from all angles, and then if you don't want it, then be able to nudge it, around a little bit. You've got that fidelity in the editor. You don't have that fidelity in game, which really makes kind of piecing these things down where you have to be so precise. Not that practical. And then the building itself is too wide with this door here. If this door wasn't here, then yeah, I think it would work great. Because obviously I was a little off here. Okay? If I was over this way a little bit more, if the door wasn't here, if that light wasn't here, well then you'd never know. Okay? But in theory, I mean, lots of these buildings are pretty awesome. It's just this extension thing, I just don't think in practicality is very practical. Some more buildings. And I believe... I don't think that's a fuel trigger. It's just a tank. That's just decoration. Well, this building's pretty cool. It's got these gates, these doors move. The animation's pretty cool on these doors. Got lots of storage space in here. Oh, this one opens up nice and wide. Remember, this is our workshop, so we do have a fuel trigger here. We do have a functioning workshop trigger that we put down. And we can put the workshop trigger anywhere we wanted. Then we've got a workshop in here with just some general stuff. Decorated out. Get some more buildings. Okay. Got a switch here. And turn the lights on and off. And then here. So I can't open that door. Got more. Oh. Sign. That's a little bit of a oops-a-daisy there, but we've got, pretty good storage here. Does this one got a door around back? Nope, this one doesn't. Do have a way to get up here, like section up here, but I don't know what. Just decoration up here. You're not going to be doing much. Not going to be doing much with it, but it's pretty cool. Back out of here. Now we've got the pallet rack here. Okay, put that down. Now let's head on over here. Let's check out our water tank, our water fill point. So there we've got our water trigger. And then we've got the spotlight. Now I don't have manual fast forward in, so I didn't think to put that in to fast forward that. Got our chicken coop over here. This is where we're going to put our wheat and our barley. This is where we're going to basically come into here to purchase our chicken. Put one in. I don't have a ton of money left. And interesting enough, this is where your eggs are going to spawn. You have to open the door, come in here and get your eggs. A little worried that if you open the door, you're going to bump and knock all your egg cartons around. At any rate, let's see if we got our... Did I not buy a chicken? There we go. Here's our little chicken. It's that pull through open shelter. Now, what do we got over here? We've got... You'd come over here with the landscaping tool. You'd come in here. Do your landscaping and you would switch... Get rid of this grass here, obviously. And you can do that now, you know, with this cool landscaping tool. So let's see here. This is, I think, this is the pig pen. Let's go ahead and take a look. Got the straw trigger and our food trigger here. Let's see. No ground leveling on this, so you'd want to have level ground before you put this down. See, this is not quite level. So you got our water trigger, slurry, and your manure. And then this is where you're going to buy your pig. Get one. To see him. There he is. There he is. Alright. So here is our horse paddock. Open the door. We come over here and we can get our horse. Go. This one holds up to 8. Now, I don't know if you're going to be bringing in a trailer so much because you're going to have to get over here. See where the trigger is. It's over here as opposed to door right here. This is your straw trigger. And we're not quite level here because the ground wasn't quite level. You would have come through here and leveled this ground before you put this down. A gate. This is our... Might be our water trigger. Yep. Got our water trigger here. And I'm pretty sure right here is the hay trigger. Or also the oats trigger. Okay, so that's either oats and hay right there or straw. But it doesn't make much sense that that's straw. I think the straw trigger is in here. Okay. Here's a couple of the other buildings that we put down. Pretty Pretty rustic looking buildings. All got animated doors. And now we've got the, this is the small pig or cow area. So we've got our milk trigger. Can't go in there, but we can look in there. We kind of got a pretty cool animated, or not animated, but a pretty cool decorated out dairy operation. Got the food trigger here. We've got the straw trigger. Got the slurry water trigger. Got your manure pile. And where is, here you go. Cow trigger. Here you got your cow. And this was the small one. I believe this one held 50. Let's jump over here. Remember, we had the small farm silo right here, which included these three, and then we put 2 extensions down. Not too bad of a job. We probably could have been a little bit more accurate with our placement with that one. So we've got the dump right here, and then we've got our silo fill trigger right here. This is a seed storage silo, a very shiny metal here. And you basically dump your seed in there, and then you close it, and then you can see the fill pipe rotates down. So let's open that. See the fill pipe raises up, basically closes. So it's pretty cool. And then over here we had where we put down 3 silage bunkers. See, we got our triggers here. There we go. Now we have 3 silage bunkers, and oops, I put this one a little bit too close to our animal trigger. Now this area is rather interesting. Yeah, I shouldn't have put it here now, should I? This is like a self-contained cow farm without any buildings. So you can put your own buildings down around it. You got your manure, your slurry, your milk. I don't know if I'd want my milk that close to the liquid poo. You got your water trough, or the feed trough, and your water trough over here. And then your straw trigger there. That one holds 200. And then this one over here is also rated for 200. Got our manure. Got our animal trigger. I did not buy the animal. Go. Got our milk. Just like the other one. And we got straw and feed in here. Got liquid manure and water over here. Like I said, we got kind of a decorated milking parlor in here. Can't really open the doors or anything, but still, it's pretty cool. So guys, that is it. That is the Modding Welt Placeable Yard over at moddingwelt.com. It has got pretty much everything you're going to need to build out your farm, building by building. As I have suggested, it is highly recommended that you, that you save the game regularly when putting this down, and I would highly suggest that you take and back up that save game before you put these down, because you don't want to be in a position where you mess up and you want to get rid of something. Okay? Now, other things to note. So let's go take a look at the shop, the garage, okay? Got our buildings we can sell. Okay? But what you're going to notice is we do not have trees. Trees we purchased, we can't sell. Okay? So that's just something to note. Put a tree down that you didn't mean to put down, you're not going to be able to sell it back. Okay? Something else to be careful about. Hey guys, I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments what you think of this modding placeable pack, build your own farm. This pack rivals the pack over at LS Modding Company. That one currently doesn't, over at LS Modding Company, currently does not have animal packs or animal areas, but that has been promised in a future update. But so far we've got pretty much 2 packs that will basically build out all of your farm. Should you so wish to use either or of those packs, or you could combine them together and really build out your place. So until next time, guys, happy farming and Merry Christmas.